Hello students, today we are going to discuss lecture 2 of chapter 1 motion. The topics today will be your distance and displacement, speed and velocity, average speed and some numericals. In last class we have discussed about the motion and rest. So if somebody asks how much motion, then we have to go by the term that is distance displacement, right? So first we will discuss about the distance. Definition says that the actual path of length covered is known as distance. The actual path of length covered is known as distance. Going by the example, let us say you are starting your journey from point A. Let us say you are at your home. From home, that is point A, you started and you are going to your friend's house, that is at point B. That is, when you will reach your friend's house, your covered distance that is AB. Now from B, that is from friend house, you are going to your school, that is at point C. So, you started from your home, you reached your friend's home, then you reached finally at school. Then the distance that is defined as the total path length. That is total path length is AB is one part and BC is the other part. So distance will be equal to AB plus BC in this case. That is total length of path covered. If I say AB equal to 5 meters and BC equal to 3 meters, or some example that is AB equal to 4 meters and BC equal to 3 meters, then distance will be equal to 7 meters. Right? Total length of path covered. Also, its property that is its SI unit is meter. It is a scalar quantity. It requires only magnitude. It does not require direction. Right? So students, next topic is your displacement. Displacement is defined as the shortest distance between initial point and final point. You started your journey from home, then finally you reached school. So what is your displacement? That is, it is just the straight line distance or shortest distance between initial point that is A and that is C in this case. Initial point is your starting of the journey A and final point you have reached school, that is C. So straight line distance between initial point and final point will be your displacement. So this AC will be your displacement. Right? It is shortest path between initial point and final point. Displacement in this case is given by AC. Its SI unit is also meter. It is a vector quantity because it requires direction. For example, you can go to Gorakhpur or any city from different routes from your home, but the position of the city will not change. For example, you are at your home and Delhi is situated in the direction north from your home. You can go by different routes. That is, distance will be different, but the direction of the Delhi city, Delhi from your home will be in particular direction only. That's why to define displacement, direction is required. So displacement is a vector quantity. It requires both magnitude as well as direction. In this case, we have taken example, this 4 meter, this 3 meter. Then, if you ask displacement AC, then that is, we can calculate displacement in this case by triangle law. That is Pythagoras theorem. Right? That is, this is hypotenuse, perpendicular and base that is displacement AC is equal to root under AB square plus BC square, that is equal to 5 meter. We have also seen that is, in this case, distance was how much? 7 meter, displacement is 5 meter. That is, displacement can be either equal to distance or it is always less than distance. It cannot be greater than distance. That's why it is called shortest path. Right? Next is your average speed. So students, next topic is that is speed and velocity. So we have seen that is motion, we have seen distance. Now we are covering some distance, so it will require some time. So how much distance in how much time? How much displacement in how much time? That is a defined term, that is speed and velocity. So going by the speed, it is the rate of change of distance. Speed is equal to rate of change of distance. Rate means always divided by time. And rate of change of distance means distance divided by time. Speed equal to distance divided by time. Its SI unit is meter per second. SI unit of distance is meter. SI unit of time is second. Right? So SI unit of distance, SI unit of the speed will be meter per second. It is a scalar quantity because here distance is scalar quantity, time is scalar quantity. So speed will be a scalar quantity. Next, velocity. It is the rate of change of displacement. It is rate of change of displacement. Right? That is, velocity is equal to displacement divided by time. Its SI unit is meter per second. It is a vector quantity. Means in speed it is a scalar quantity. It will have only magnitude, but velocity have magnitude as well as direction, because velocity equal to displacement divided by time. Displacement is a vector quantity. So displacement is a vector quantity. Therefore your velocity will be a vector quantity. Right? Means to define velocity we require both magnitude as well as direction. Right? If direction changes, then velocity changes. If magnitude changes, then also velocity changes. If both changes, then also velocity will change. Right? Next topic is the average speed. So next topic is your average speed. That is, average speed is defined as total distance traveled divided by total time. It is total distance divided by total time. For example, train is starting from Gorakhpur and it covers first 300 km in, that is 5 hours, next 500 km in 9 hours and reaches Delhi. Means it is starting from Gorakhpur and it has to reach where? Delhi. So first 300 km it is traveling and taking time of 5 hours. Next remaining, that is 500 km in 9 hours. So you are asked what is the average speed of the train when it is going from Gorakhpur to Delhi. That is, it is defined as total distance divided by total time. Right? So means we will denote velocity or speed by V, letter V. So average speed V, and that is subscript AV, that is average. So going by the formula, average speed equal to total distance divided by total time. So what is the total distance? That is 300 plus 500. 300 plus 500 is equal to 800 km. And what is the total time taken? That is 5 hours plus 9 hours. Right? That is 5 hours plus 9 hours. That is equal to, yes, it is equal to 14. Right? So it will be equal to, that is 800 divided by 14. That is equal to 407. Right? It is kilometers per hour. Right? That is total time taken is 5 plus 9, that is 14 hours. So total distance is 800 and total time is 14, that is 400 by 7, that is 400 by 7 km per hour. That is immediately km per hour. You can make the calculation, you can divide it, right? The next final calculation is 57.1 kilometer per hour. That is average is equal to 57.1 kilometer per hour. We will see one of those numericals, right? Yes. Next question is, that is, calculate distance and displacement if a car is starting from a point A, travels 9 km north and then turns east and travels 12 km. We have to calculate distance and displacement. So going back to the question, it is starting from point O. First, it is traveling towards north. We have drawn, that is east west north from direction. Starting point is O. It is, according to the question, it is traveling 9 km towards north. Then, at this point, let us say it is east. Then it is changing a direction and it is going towards east. How much? That is equal to 12 km. Starting from point O, north 9 km, then east, how much? 12 km. There are about the distance and displacement. So going by the formula, distance equal to total path length, that is distance and that's it. And we can see that is O to A 9 km, A to C, that is total distance OA plus AC, that is 9 plus 12, that is equal to 21 km, right? Then next is your displacement. So displacement is equal to distance between initial point and final point, that is equal to, here displacement is equal to OC. So we will use the Pythagoras theorem to calculate the displacement. So next is displacement, that is equal to OC. Displacement OC using Pythagoras theorem, that is equal to root under OA plus AC square. OA square plus AC square root under, that is equal to OA 9, so 9 square, AC equal to 12, 12 square, total it will be root under 225, that is equal to 15 meter. Here also we see that distance was equal to 21 meter and displacement is equal to 15 meter. That is, displacement can be either equal to distance or it is always less than your distance. So next topic we will cover in the coming lecture, with lecture 3. So thank you.